For the modern-day hunter who longs to escape urban trappings, nothing stirs the senses like a journey to the trackless wilds of British Columbia. A trip to the mountains starts in a moment of inspiration that ends when a big-game hunter finally answers a calling that has echoed within him since he first stepped afield in search of prey. British Columbia is the habitat of the bush plane, one part pack mule and one part time machine, a beast of burden that has helped countless hunters realize the dream that is a mountain adventure. Of all the wondrous territory found across Canada, none rivals the alpine hideaways of the country's western province. British Columbia is a land resplendent with all manner of the continent's star megafauna, ranging from grizzly to sheep to caribou, and of course, moose. Waiting at the end of this cross-continental journey is Prophet Muskwa Outfitters, a company that provides hunters from across the globe their passports to some of North America's most memorable hunting. One look inside the lodge and the mountain hunter knows he's home. The next morning broke clear and cool, a perfect day to launch the next leg of the journey to Moose Camp. An expedition that would be taken in stages. A ride upriver through gorges that look as if chiseled from the portraits of Ansel Adams greeted the intrepid explorers. For veteran hunter Mike Rogers, the foray to moose country had been several months in the making and years in the dreaming. For the wilderness hunter, every turn in a river presents a new opportunity. Every bend bringing with it the hope of a bull wearing antlers the size of a satellite dish. As Tom Walker once wrote, I grew up dreaming of the boreal forest with giant moose stalking the timber. Years later, when a home in the bush was a reality, a moose passing the cabin brought a special satisfaction. I had escaped. I lived a childhood dream. And it was good.
All right.
Waiting for Rogers is guide Marco Fisher, a veteran of the mountains and the game that roam them. The duo mounted their steeds to continue the journey to the high country where most of the mature bulls were staying. Along the way, however, Fisher stopped to glass a few hidden valleys where he'd seen trophy bulls earlier. To hunt means to have the land around you like clothing, to engage in a wordless dialogue with it, one so absorbing that you cease to talk with your human companions. Barry Lopez.
Looking at all those cows saying, what are you worried about? He's back behind there. A lot of big healthy cows though.
Yeah, they all look really good. I can't believe there isn't any calves in there. See that bull?
It's September, and the bulls are stirring as the rut commences in earnest. There's no better time to stalk our largest deer species, and for moose ventriloquists, there's nothing quite like the high drama of bringing a raging bull to the call.
I'd say he's 45. That's pretty good. Look at those long points.
Yeah, his palms are pretty small though.
He only has 2 eye guards on each side.
Yeah.
So he's definitely not the bull we're looking for.
No. They get a lot bigger. This bull, he's got long points.
2 bulls and probably 11 or 12 cows.
Yeah. There's a little bull. That little bull has as many points as the big one does.
What do you say we just leave these guys be for a while?
Yeah. We'll just sneak back off and leave them alone.
Okay.
It'll be a nice bull in a couple more years.
Let's go find a legal one.
Okay.
Okay. How long has the law been in place where you had to have 10 points on either side or 3 eye guards on either side?
Well, the 3 eye guard point came about 7 or 8 years ago.
Okay.
This region goes all the way to the highway, to the Alaska Highway there.
Right.
And it stops the residents from just shooting every little bull around.
So it's a conservation principle by the province of British Columbia.
Exactly.
To keep the small ones from being shot and implement 10 points. It's 10 points on either side, not both sides.
Just one side.
Just one side, and the same with the 3 eye guards.
Yeah.
And for the last 7 or 8 years, it's been 3 eye guards only.
Yeah.
But now they said, no, 3 eye guards or 10 points on one side, right?
Yeah, that just started last year, and it works out pretty good now.
Okay. But it did just prevent us from shooting a bull.
Yeah.
We'll go find one with 10 and 3.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Good.
Rogers and Fisher, the move to yet another camp in the high country became a necessity. It's all part and parcel of being a wilderness hunter. For a trail horse, especially one that calls the peaks, valleys, and rivers home, a ride through the big timber wilds of British Columbia means staying alert. These horses know that they're wandering turf ruled by grizzlies, the same bears that lurk in the shadows and that wait for old trail steeds to stumble. One last stretch through the trees and Rogers and Fisher reached Sheep Camp, an odd name for an outpost where the duo would make their final stand for moose. It didn't take long to understand why Fisher chose this hideaway in the midst of Moose Central.
What would this area be considered other than sheep camp? It's not necessarily got a name.
No.
Does he just refer to it as sheep camp?
Yeah, there were sheep right here last year too, but there's lots. It's good caribou country too, and elk too. So it's a lot of everything. Grizzlies too. I've seen lots of grizzlies in here. It's
Right. You see a bull over there? Or?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
about 35, 37 inches. He's still pretty small too. It's still pretty late in the day for the big ones to come out, but he's not quite big enough, I'd say.
The bigger ones will come out even later, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of moose over there. Do you see that big bull? What would you guess he is from this distance? 50 plus type bull?
Yeah, he was.
So it's definitely something they're worth
Yeah,
looking for. And
he was a nice bull, real high palms, lots of wide, lots of beef in there.
and who knows how far those trees go down on the other side, right? It doesn't look like it's too bad.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's not a bad
Which one
bull,
is he
actually.
now?
He's down low now. He's
Down
just
low?
coming out of the trees.
Oh, I see him. You can see his rack right now, huh?
Yeah, he's
looking
still
up a little bit. Now he's looking down a little bit. That guy?
Yeah.
How far does a bull like that travel? I mean, he's got to stay somewhere in that general vicinity with all those cows around, but is it possible he could just take off?
Well, he come out of those trees, out of the thick timber just before dark. It was really close to dark there. So he might just go back in there again.
I have a feeling today's our day.
During the rut, find the cows and you find the bulls. An axiom that's true whether your quarry be elk, caribou, or moose. And no matter whether you're hunting Alaska, Russia, or Canada.
Might pull out and get us. Just sneak forward a couple of feet. Okay, that's good. So there's probably a bull around here pretty close by. I think so. We just can't see him. We'll probably run into him pretty quick. Yeah.
Sometimes, often about the time you think a cow or two are by themselves, a dark patch of brown will begin to stir somewhere in the trees. First, you see a turn of antler, followed by an ear, and then a bull emerges as if he was secretly listening to your whispers just out of sight.
It's nice to see some moose. That's a nice pass on a good bull. It's not really a pass because he's not legal, but we could have taken him had he been legal, so it's encouraging.
Pace is the key to any hunt in the mountains. Knowing when to stop and rest is a virtue, something Fisher learned early on as a mountain guide. It's a matter of staying mentally alert, ready for the defining moment of the encounter when a shot will be made or lost.
When you sheep hunt with guys, do they usually like to cook the sheep right on the mountain? Or at least some, backstrap or a part of it?
Well, usually, most of the time you just end up heading there because it'll be dark by the time you try to head down, so that's kind of the big thing.
I know some guys that make that a tradition. If they shoot a sheep, they have to take and eat some of it right there on the spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even in moose-rich country like British Columbia, a hunter must travel many miles to find the right bull. It's all part of the penance of the moose hunter. One doesn't go into the wilderness to be hurried. One goes to escape the harried pace of civilization. A watch is of no more use here than an oversized ego. After a day spent glassing and stalking toward the herd of moose below camp, Fisher spotted a bull working the edge of a stand of spruce.
Can I call him? Should we call him and try to get him? What's that? We go forward here. I think so. We haven't spooked him yet. If we go through the trees. If we go through the trees, now he's gonna smell. Probably been better off going through the trees. Once he smells us, he knows. Then we'll take off for sure.
points on one side. He's legal.
Switch me places. Tell me to get where you are. Okay. Right there. Should put him down.
Yeah, you might as well take him easy tonight. Give him another one.
He's gonna be dead.
Yeah.
Boy, that was close. So close. How close was he? 20 yards.
Not even. Oh, he's dying. I can hear him.
Yeah. He couldn't have gone far. Marcos.
He's just over the
He
hill
was
here.
just over here.
I heard him.
It's gotta be somewhere in here. Oh, about 30 yards, huh? There he is.
There he is. He's down. All good, boiler shot.
Yeah. I was actually going for a little lower shot. That one going away. That's probably the exit.
Oh yeah, you can see this is this is the entrance hole, both of them.
Yeah, because he was uphill.
Yeah.
He didn't look like he was that much uphill.
Yeah.
So you aim here and the bullet goes here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let me make sure we're safe. Yep, no bullets in the chamber. Okay. From 2.5 miles away? I think he was one of several that we saw,
Yeah.
but we didn't see that many.
This one we didn't see till he was right close though.
I was waiting for you to tell me if he was a legal bull.
Well, I seen the one side and he wasn't. And then finally I could see his left side. First I counted 9 and then I counted 10. I said, yeah, he's 10, and then yeah, he's legal. And then he just started thrashing there, and then I got a good count on his horns there, 10 points. I was like, yeah.
20 yards away, a little into the sun, but boy, you could see his horns just thrashing around in there. Tell me to get where you are. Okay.
Take him easy tonight.
Marcos, you're a heck of a guy, and I can't thank you enough. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it. Let's
Yeah,
go elk
good
hunting
hunter.
once we get this job done, huh?
Yeah, good shooting.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Few hunters who exchange the conveniences of modern life for the rugged existence of a mountain camp ever regret such a trade. For the mountains are a place where the heat of an open fire and the snicker of a horse bring the kind of comfort only the wilderness hunter will ever know.